In this video, I want to show you a water wall which has supposed to be a very nice eye catcher, but at the end it turned out to be a disaster because the ones who built it didn't take care of some essential points, which I would now explain to you. So, the very first mistake which has been made here is that the water wall has been maintained and installed at the construction site and not been tested. So what we recommend in the thaught and waterwall school is that before you install a water wall, always test it in your workshop to be sure that it really works the way you are imagining it. Okay, so those guys didn't test it. They thought the water would run just straight down here, but it didn't. What you can see here, because they've constructed the steel tank not wide enough, and what you can see here is that the water wandered across those paths outside the tank, and probably they have had some kind of water damage here. Then another, and that's actually really a really serious problem if you don't control the way the water flows. And this is what happens if you don't test it, and if you don't test surfaces you didn't use before. And what you also can see here is that there's a lot of lime um, dissolved into the water, which leaves ugly uh, um, parts here. And this is probably according to the stones they've used here inside the tank, and also probably this glue they have used here to build that wall. So those components together created a very ugly situation. And what's probably also a problem is that they did not filter the lime out of the house water before they put it into the fountain, because usually in your house water you have some kind of lime degree inside the water, and when the water evaporates into the air, the lime is always staying inside the system. So after a while you will have more and more lime. So you should never run such a water wall with normal water. You should always use lime-free water for that. And another important thing is you should always take care of a proper dirt filter, because what you can see here is also some ugly colors and stuffs which came after a while, because this system had no proper dirt filtering. Actually, it's just, a tank and a pump, but they didn't take care of the water quality at all. And then there is a real serious security issue, because what you can see here is the socket for the pump. And this is really very dangerous because, as you can imagine, the water already went to the sides, and it is very dangerous for the water to reach the socket. So, and this is what probably could happen here. So you should never place the socket below any water feature area. Always place it as far and as high away from the water flowing and never below. So this customer stopped the water wall because it became ugly and ugly, and also you see the water went out of the tank. But if those problems wouldn't have been there, after a while he would have had a problem with his electricity connection, because water would have reached the socket. So yeah, that's some parts and some mistakes I hope you will avoid when you're going to build your water wall. And if you're interested seriously to build your own water wall, we would be glad to support you. And for that, please visit our free Wawazen Waterwall school. Just register with your best email. And in this free course, then we will show you how to build a beautiful and secure glass water wall, which, by the way, is the same system you could use to build a stone water wall or similar water walls, as long as you use waterproof and hydrophilic surfaces. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you have some benefit of it. And yeah, I wish you much luck with your project, and I would be glad to see you in our free water wall school. Bye bye.